Hello, good morning. My name is Andy Moore, and I am the Director of Aviation for Monroe County. I'd like to welcome everyone here today for this exciting announcement. Under the leadership of County Executive Bello, enhancing travelers' experience from curb to cabin is one of our #1 priorities. Today's announcement is a huge step in that direction. To share more about this exciting news, I'd like to welcome Greenlight Networks CEO Mark Murphy to the podium. Mark?
Thank you, Andy, and thanks to you and all your team for what you've done to help make this day possible. And it is an exciting day for us at Greenlight for sure. Once again, I'm Mark Murphy, CEO of Greenlight Networks. Want to thank our friends from Monroe County, Visit Rochester, GRE, and the Chamber. Today we're happy to share that Greenlight Networks, who's already been the fastest internet service provider for residents in New York State and the country, we've entered into an advertising partnership with the airport to give us an opportunity to showcase our fast service to the residents and travelers here in Monroe County. So as part of this partnership, we're going to be providing free, unthrottled, high-speed internet for travelers and also some infrastructure enhancements here at the airport. So our Greenlight Wi-Fi service is going to provide speeds up to 500 megabits per second. And what that means to travelers is a service that's 100 times faster than what they would have received merely a few weeks ago. As you can see, we ran a speed test prior to our service upgrades and after. And so if you've got a newer device, whether it's a phone or a computer, you should be able to receive over 500 megabits per second, and that's both upstream and downstream. So for those of you looking to download those movies before you jump on your flight, that very important file that you need to download and work on before you take that flight, or the family entertainment, whether that's games or videos for your children to watch to entertain them on that flight, you'll be able to do that now 100 times faster than you could have before right here in Rochester. Our team has done some research, and based on that, we believe that right now ROC has the fastest Wi-Fi available of any airport in the country and possibly even the world. And that's a big deal for us, and hopefully it'll continue to incent more and more people to choose ROC as their airport to come and return into New York and to Rochester. So the reliability and speed of Greenlight's world-class internet connection is going to help people when they want to download that entire season of Bridgerton, The Crown, or even Bluey for the kids. I can admit I've not watched any of those, but I'm told they're very, very good, and a lot of cooler people do watch all those. But we are really excited. And as you look around the airport and you see some of the great work that our friends at J Advertising did on our behalf, you'll be able to go to the office, certainly to Fargo, as well as to claim the fastest internet while you're here in baggage claim. So before I pass the mic and stop with the dad jokes, I do want to thank a couple members of our team, in particular Dave Grabert, our Vice President of Network Engineering, and Luke Etzman. We're both here today. These gentlemen and the rest of their team did a really fantastic job in a short period of time to pull this all together and deliver these speeds that everybody's going to enjoy. Michelle Sadwick and her sales and marketing team, specifically Caitlin O'Connor here with us today, who worked with the J team to bring all the branding together. And this really is by far the biggest branding exercise we've done as a company and commitment that we've made as a company. Andre Green, where are you, Andre? Our Director of Sales and Strategic Growth. Andre worked with the airport team to make this partnership happen, and thank you for that. And then lastly, the team that made us look so good with J Advertising, who's many of whom are here today, Greg Smith, Lisa Kreinberg, and Heather Middlebrook. So thanks to the team that developed that creative for us and is making us in the airport look so good. So with that, I'd like to welcome Adam Bello, the county executive, after we clean, to the podium.
All right. Great. Good morning. Thank you all for being here today. Mark, I cannot thank you enough and the team for Greenlight for everything you've done to support this community, the investments that you're making, and of course for today's announcement here at the airport. This is really a major partnership and announcement that we're making today, particularly not just for the citizens of Rochester and the airport, but for also Greenlight. Greenlight is one of the fastest growing businesses here in our region, and their products are always in high demand. And they've really made their mark and built a reputation here in our community to offer customers a service that's reliable, it's fast, and it's needed now more than ever, particularly in a time of COVID where we're moving online and we're doing so much business and education and communicating from home and from other places. This partnership today will provide the Rochester International Airport one of the fastest internet speeds in the country and in the world, and it will further boost the presence and influence that Greenlight has, but also here at the airport. This is just, we're just into, 2021, but it wasn't that long ago that Greenlight announced an investment in our community. It was back in October that Greenlight Networks celebrated a ribbon cutting on a $46 million project just over in Henrietta, adding 93 new jobs here to Monroe County. And now investing in our airport, we're able to, Greenlight is giving back to the community, and we're giving back to Greenlight. So, what does this mean for Rochester, and what does this mean for the airport? First impressions here are critical. Whether you're here on a layover, you're here for a short period of time, you're waiting for a flight, you're waiting between flights. Our airport is the main gateway for so many visitors that come through the Greater Rochester area, whether for business, to visit family, or for pleasure. And the COVID-19 pandemic, it's really changed a lot of the ways we do business. It changes, obviously, in the last year, our ability to travel. And, air travel is down everywhere. It's down across the country. It's down here in Rochester. So what does that mean we have the opportunity to do? With every challenge comes an opportunity. Right now, when air travel is low, this is our opportunity now to grab a hold of our competitive advantage, because when air travel returns and we start coming back through this pandemic and the vaccines are here and we start to get to that sense of normalcy, consumers will have choices. Businesses have choices of where they go. So we need to now take advantage of the competitive advantages that we have so that people make that choice to use the Rochester Airport and understands everything that we have to offer. For our business clients, that means fast internet speeds. It means the ability to have your remote meetings, because I don't think those are going anywhere even after COVID, to be able to do that work, do it remotely, and do it here from the airport. For our residents and for those who are traveling for pleasure, I can tell you right now as a father of 2 small kids, last time we traveled, if we didn't have that free internet and access to Netflix and Amazon Prime and all that, I do not know how that trip would have gone. I would not have wanted to do that. So that is critical, and I can speak on behalf of parents everywhere when I say thank you, because you make those trips bearable. So just having that kind of access gives us that competitive advantage over our competitors, whether it be Buffalo, Syracuse, Toronto, and makes Rochester really the place to be. So again, I want to thank Greenlight. I want to thank the team here, Andy Moore, you and your team here at the airport, for all the great work that you're doing. I want to recognize, of course, all of our friends who are here from the business community, who really are one of our #1 customers here of the airport. Because like I said, I don't think the need for access to digital services, online services, fast internet speed is going to go anywhere. Once we're through this pandemic, We're learning to grow accustomed to new ways of doing business, new ways of reaching people and connecting. And that's not going to go anywhere. So we need to learn to adapt and to adjust to that and be at the cutting edge of that technology so that we have that advantage when we come out of here and people will want to be at the Rochester Airport and they're going to want to come and fly in and out of the airport. So thank you again, Mark. Thank you for your investment in Rochester. Thank you for your investment in Monroe County. And we look forward to many more years working together here. Thank you.
Thank you, County Executive Bello, for your remarks. From an airport operator's perspective, I certainly want to acknowledge and thank both the County Executive and Mr. Murphy for their true commitment to making Rock a better airport. There's no doubt that this advertising partnership with Greenlight will be welcome and embraced by both the business traveler and the leisure traveler. Tonight, in celebration of this advertising partnership, we're going to turn the canopy light green. In conclusion, both County Executive Bello and Mr. Murphy will be available for one-on-one interviews and questions. Thank you all for attending. Have a good day.